start with these guys. I'm going to be too cavalier, but I'm fairly confident there's not anyone working in this particular area. I'll just get them moved. So in terms of the different speeds or different results, move commands. Fast is leg it, fast is just sprint essentially. Quickest gets very tired, also are very poor at spotting. And on spotting, worth mentioning, but it's not just range of visibility, and as soon as an enemy's within that range you see them. Work like that. Depends on if there's an enemy shooting, you see them very easily. If they're lying down hiding, then you might have to sit there for a minute. You might not spot them at all. So kind of awareness matters. So it's fast. Quick is most often that's just essentially a jog, way up there, see what's going on. It's good for getting about. It doesn't tire them out too much. Move is walking pace. Slow is so obviously they can walk about all day. Slow will actually tire them out because they're actively crawling on the ground, but it's getting into final positions. I'm just going to a little bit back from that front line and sprint. So these small hedges, yeah, they provide no cover, no line of sight. So I will actually careful that I'm not just marching my guys up towards a bunch of Germans, or at least a bunch of Germans. One German MG would cause me enough headaches in that hedge there. But I feel relatively safe doing that. See you. Good. Just in case some of that. And then I'm going to ask them to weapon, perhaps I don't need. So this is the first time I've used 1mm. Usually after issuing a move, which I don't seem to need to do. Interesting. Nope. Ah, okay. New information for me. I might, in that case, I'm just going to move this guy a scooch forward. Oh, that's right, I'm still on. First. So, yeah, before you click the button, you can guys anywhere within the area. You can't cross areas, so these guys are locked in this square, and these guys are in this square. Difference now, but well, actually, once I get to go, another chance to then. So I'm just going to move forward slightly, get him to face this way, from right, just in case we need some extra fire support. Need to decide what sniper. I'm not sure. Like I don't want to get murderized. That's my main thoughts. General plan with most of my is to not get this. Might bring somewhere. See the eyes. What shots getting. So I'm going to get him. Mine actually. No idea. Okay. Start. Move. Quickly along here. Just slowly working stuff. Very good for hiding this stuff. So you shouldn't have any staying. Oh, I didn't take. Way up. No. And I'm going to get my forward observer. Essentially the same thing. I'm going to try and get them to a position where they've got eyes and a machine gun. Again, themselves too badly killed. So maybe if they come up here and then get him to kind of crawl. Shouldn't see if we can't get in without. Meanwhile, let's move there. Leave them for now. Can do is obviously you've got these giving commands to this entire unit in one, but you can split them into individual teams, groups. You break off individual team, assault team, storming buildings, etc. Still take automatic weapons, hand grenades, that kind of thing. An anti-tank team has no capability, so I'm not sure what it's about there. Or a scout team, essentially just take off most expendable. I'll get them. Just maybe try and sneak up the side of this field and see what I can spot. Must admit, I do have a bad habit of getting my scouts. But such as like that button. Calculate first minutes. Like I said, we've issued orders. The AI has issued orders to blitz units, and they will execute at the same time. And within this replay, you pause it, you can stop it, you can wind it back, you can rewind it forward. So, oh, hang on a minute. And if you take a casualty, big flashy line like that. Big flashy line. Flashing green. That tells you you have taken a casualty. You can rewind it, look and see what. I haven't. That's going to be what's happened there. Yeah, you go from somewhere. Well, I mean, that much. Wow. Oh. Oh wow, they've got sight already. Okay. Well, what was I saying about getting my scouts killed? That's coming. Maybe behind the hedge. Might be this machine. Okay. Oh, what's over here? So let's. Oh, do you know, I was not expecting to see people this. I mean, I've got this. We've got an hour to run this scenario. This is in the first 40 seconds. Which I have taken 2 casualties already. So we have got marksman. Shots. We do sight of him, but we don't know where he is. So that's coming from. Okay. Well, that wasn't the greatest first time. First scouts murdered. And I was, yeah. Last mistake, felt too comfortable right in my deployment zone. So what? If we're happy with that replay, which I think I am, check where old Sniper Magoo was. Oh, really? See him. It's not time. act, which is first things again. Oh, okay. Perfect. Perfect example of spotting. So I had this unit selected. Because I had this unit selected, only showing me enemy units that guy knew about. If you deselect everyone, your whole, well, everybody knows it. Everyone knows it. Okay. Ask you. Yeah, I'm happy. Something. Yes, was great indicator. We took some shot. First thing I'm going to do is ask you. Rounds. Scoot yourself. You're okay. Both machine gun and it's fine. These guys are still moving up. They put some turn fire, although the edge is not going to offer any protection at all, so we have to be careful about that. You guys are going to slowly make them. Oh, you have to be too aggressive with them and get them murderized. Spot in there. Some mortars, give them a go. Right. Fresh sets of volunteers. With a good shot. And yeah, that's all I'm going to do. So, trap I certainly fell into when I was kind of learning to play. So now I'm by no means an expert, you know, I've got 50 odd hours, and it's just, you know, people 100, it's to worry about pushing forward far too fast and generally running into trouble. You missed. There you go. Machine gun fire from somewhere. That's yeah. Yeah. Let's see where that from. Shots. Still over here somewhere. Some Germans in there. Oh. These guys. Oh, yeah, it's these guys here. These boys are causing me some trouble and are going to continue to cause me some trouble. This guy. And. Can't do much about it now, but either I get some of these mortars involved, or I wonder Churchill just to see if we can sight him between the trees. Okay. So, always the way, always the blooming way. So, here you go, I've got a squad of, what's that, 12 guys? No. 10 guys. First casualty and take out the guy with the Brent gun. However, if these guys ever feel safe again, they will provide what's called a bloody aid, try and heal him, and there's a chance that they then take his weapon back, which is good. Well, we're actually turning fire, but we don't have our Brent here. It's not necessarily going to go well for us. What was that? can't really see where that comes from. This is them. Wonder if they've got AT gun up here somewhere against this, in the back of this hedge. Bosq going for a bad day if I'm not. I'm frequently not. I think I'm going to take off another scout to end them up here. And get a few more eyes. Bunker. That's good. You're still moving forward. So the question is, do I want to try and bring Churchill round here and get eyes on him, knowing that that might end up with an AT round to the face? I don't think it. See if I can't get some other information. Have a look. Sight lines are like. Plus side, these guys made it without dying, so you know. Every cloud. So what I'm going to do is, now they've let off a few shells, oh no, I'm going to give them one firing, then I'll switch them to from target to target light, and that's essentially fusion machine guns, but mission because I do scooch. And excellent, right? That good. Somewhere I target this machine gun nest. Yep. It's one thing of a pain when, like, I know you're there, but I've got to remember because particularly it does. Excellent. Thank you. Spunk all your ammunition at that guy. Can you scooch? Standard unit movement, isn't it? You may say from just I mean, you're probably not going to kill them, but you might put down suppressive fire. These guys. But while then break off. It's another sacrificial team. I mean, scout team. See if we can push forward. Very much like. Where are you going to go? Because I don't think you can just step over this edge. As little as it looks, I do believe you can come all the way down, possibly there or possibly. Which is okay, but he doesn't get machine gunned upon. Churchill. Not sure the best way. Maybe it's going to be these guys. Yeah, that's dead. That looks gappy to me. I'll do actually. I'll take this, take the scout team. And if you ever do this and you want them to are pinned, which is so these guys might. Just quick start by getting there, and there. So just go over there, hit the deck. So we're kind of alleviate some of this pressure, and scooch it forward. I want to remove any other troops. I should potentially be trying to push in here, but I'll see if I can't. A little bit to that G nest. And again, if I start walking through the orchard, IMG bunker's got, I mean, not the greatest, but it's got reasonable lines of sight to start causing me pain. So I think there's going to be quietly push up my FO, bring in a heavy artillery support. Right. Oh, let's look at these. More team. Well, this foliage is lovely. A little bit hard to see. But aiming, spotting. There he goes. See where that goes. Did it go anywhere? Oh, there it is. Hey, that pretty good first shot. Credit where credit's due. Yeah. Oh, and I should have looked at it. I never look at time. Never know how far back I'm going. Here he comes. Up, up, up. Oh, this is nice now. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Right. Hopefully that's silenced him. What else was going on? Let's go back. Honestly, you spend a ridiculous amount of time just watching all your little pixel trooping moving around the place. Depends by how much damage you do with tiny shells, but oh, there's a gap there. See a little scout team just running through it now. They are putting down some fire over there. It's good. So what you mean? I'm trying to take out these guys with the mortar, but failing that, if you just get a couple of MG teams, keep them suppressed while you move forward. So it does the job rather nicely. Out in position, so I can crawl forward next turn. Do have to worry, careful don't get spotted and killed. He is really there to call artillery, and I do not want to make use of that artillery. Casualty here. I don't know why I sounded pleasure about that. Okay, so they've taken a wound. Let me go back. That's another. Oh, okay, definite shell. Where did that come from? And I'm going to have to miss these guys out because they're just taking hits. This way. Well, that way. I mean, to be honest, how can they not tell or see what this thing is shooting at them? Looks well there, so a zoom command, which I don't use nearly as much as I should. Oh, beacon of shells come roughly over here somewhere. See where that shell might come from. Of course, that's revealed very little. Seems like there. Yeah, it could be right through that gap. Somewhere in here. I mean, it could even be up in, you know, an 80 gun here, say. Nice. So maybe. I think it's coming at that side of the building. Want to know. But an excellent reason why you don't discharge food. Something in there that would quite happily put holes in either one of our church shields. And as I said, these Churchills are part of our core unit, so we lose one of them now. That's them gone until at least a resupply, and even then you're not guaranteed to get back. Alright, so done with the place. To order again. Just coming up to the edge here, so what I'm going to do, crawl. Probably just into, see what they can see. Used, which is good. Again, value there, and then crawl forward just to about. That's a little too far. See what you can see. Important thing. So for these guys, because they aren't the AI, attack AI as we call it, which is essentially how your soldiers react. So something I've not touched upon is that your troops will follow your orders to a certain extent, but have brains of their own. What that means is, obviously, if you tell them to run, they come and fire, they can turn around and run away. Alright, for example. But smarter things than, for example, this Churchill were to target the area where the infantry are. If a Panzer IV or whatever suddenly rolls through a hedge, they'll change. They'll register the greater target and will attack that. However, there's sensible limitations. Chaps, if they see a machine gun nest, will quite happily engage it with one rifle and a Sten gun, which obviously I don't want them to do because I want them to stay hidden. What I can do is get them on target arc, and if you hold shift, you can set to say something like that. All that's saying is, see someone very up and close, by all means shoot them. If not, don't. Try and stay hidden as well. Alright? Just a way to try and keep your scouts from revealing themselves by popping off rifle rounds at a target they aren't really. Seem to have suppressed. These guys relatively well. So I'm tempted to try and move up to is right in the range of this machine gun nest, so it depends where I feel like that down. And again, I'm in no rush, so it's not right. So you can see with this aim, it shows you the light blue is I can see it, I can hit it. Dark pink, I can't, and where it turns colour shows you. So obviously, like this, he's stopping at the tree. Somewhere up, it's reverse slope. Whereas the rest of the hill, I mean, just can't get there to see it. Just someone. Portrait team. I'm going to cancel loader. And you put 6 rounds. Damage. See if it. And I don't want to move him forward any further just yet, because again I'm worried about drawing fire from this MG nest over here. It doesn't look, I mean, sniper, G, an ATP somewhere. It's not the heaviest resistance in the world with casualties, but unfortunately, nature of offensive operations. I think we'll just let it run.